Hey guys, welcome to DarlinFinds. My name is Alicia and I wanted to take a minute to explain to you who I am and what it is that I do. So first off, I'm a mom. I have 4 cute kids, 3 boys and a girl, and they're all preteens. Ah! So I'm recently engaged to Eric. He's a really awesome trendsetter gamer dude that I absolutely adore. And we're both from the medical field. We both started out as CNAs. He's gone corporate, and I started providing in-home services under private contract. After I left the 9 to 5 world, I started attending college. It started off fairly simple. I just wanted to learn the basics behind how I could go from working out in the field to running my own company of private contract workers. If I could at least get to an office setting, I'd be happy. It happened absolutely so fast, actually. I was getting these offers to start working from home. I had no clue at the time what all of these ventures were even about, just that they sounded like way too good to be true. So I ignored them. A few weeks went on and I got more and more of these offers. Then one day, while I was working with a client, I actually took some time out and watched a video about a work from home opportunity. It looked like an infomercial. I'm not even joking. Like, so bad. But I couldn't help but understand that what he was saying to me, okay, it made like absolute sense. And then there it was, the cost. And I mean, I was blown away by the cost, at least. It was only $20, right? And I had to look into this guy. I had to look into everything about his business. I needed to know the company. I needed to know the concept. I needed to know the results that it was generating. I needed to know anything and everything that I could come up with about this guy. And then I took all this research and all the reviews and the testimonies, and I talked to Eric. I told him, my intuition says $20, Uh, well, I talked to him, and at the time, he was just my live-in partner. Um, but we agreed. It was totally worth $20 to know for sure. So I tried it out, and it worked like a charm. It was amazing. And I even scaled it, right? And this went on for a while, but you know what? I didn't love it. I absolutely didn't love it. I dreaded doing it every day, actually. Um, and I got bored. And so I just couldn't see myself doing that forever. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to meet people, and I sure didn't want to sit around on the computer every day. So that's when I decided to dive into direct sales. And boy, did I dive in. At one point, I was signed up with like 5 different companies. It was crazy. I hosted a few online parties, did a couple of vendor events, and yes, I drove my friends and family, even my clients, and even my kids' teachers absolutely nuts with all the tactics that they could possibly stomach. And I was just, I was juggling groups, right? And attending weekly meetings, and I even went to a few of those seminars. I never received any ROI though. Everything that I was throwing into my business, I was not collecting as much from it as what I was putting in. Not in time, not in money, not in resources, nothing. I was losing my friends and I was losing my family. They were starting to shy away from me. I started noticing that every conversation I was having was just that. It was like a conversation that only I was in. No one ever listened to me anymore. I was being tuned out, sort of the way Facebook has started tuning out all of our marketing-based content. It was then that I realized what I really wanted to do was to understand why the stuff wasn't working and exactly how authority figures become top dogs, and then focus on getting all of that information into the hands of those who, like me, wanted to build a solid income from home but didn't have the thousands of dollars that it would take to get in tight with some fancy guru, right? Or some fancy coach. It was about that time I found out that the direct sales companies were against leaders teaching their teams about online marketing tactics. Sure, they could point you in the direction of implementing those tactics, but they couldn't actually train you on the correct use, especially of various online marketing tools that are out there. Over the past 30 years, I've been researching various business models and the venture capitalists. And when I say venture capitalists, I actually consider a venture capitalist like anyone who capitalizes on ventures, which, you know, when there's a new business coming out, or a business at all, and you capitalize on that business model or the products, I consider you a venture capitalist. You're capitalizing on a venture. Well, I started researching the venture capitalists and the business models that were investing, business models and the venture capitalists that were investing in them. And I've been studying the tools, tactics, and marketing strategies used by each one, and why exactly 95% of newbies fail and return back to their cushy 9-to-5 jobs. I've drawn out the connections that lead them all back to the same basic principles and mapped out a system to get shit done without wasting any time. What I've learned has made it overwhelmingly obvious to me why so many of us are skeptical anytime a work from home opportunity comes knocking. So what I've been able to build is a system that is both multifaceted, meaning it's completely start to finish, and it's a step-by-step blueprint, and I've made it amazingly affordable so I can get it into the hands of those who are still in no position to be gambling away thousands on hopes and dreams, even though they absolutely need the help.